Are In God We Rust quarters very valuable and rare? Stay tuned to find out. My name is Daniel, and you are watching Coin Help You. And today we're going to talk about a state quarter, the 2005 Kansas, that has In God We Rust. It's missing the T in trust. And I get a lot of questions about these, and I'm going to explain what caused it, and I'm also going to explain exactly how much they're worth and what do they mean to coin collectors. The T is not really missing. It's still there. There seems to be a remnant of the T on these, but yet it's really weak. Now, it's not calls from a weak strike. This is calls from what they call a filled die. When two dies clash, when it's discovered, a mint employee will go in and actually remove and basically refinish the die face to remove those clash marks from the opposing die. Now, the die clashes obviously occur whenever a coin is not in between the two dies and they strike each other. When the mint employee is finished, sometimes they fail to completely remove some of this compound they use, this polishing compound. And when they do that, it fills in the die cavity. Well, on these, it filled in a certain die's T cavity to the point where it hardly struck the T. Now, the other thing to notice is up in here in this area, there's some more struck through it. It didn't strike the fields of the coin very well because there was still some that grease on the die face. So that's what causes this. Okay. Now, obviously in 2005, Philadelphia Mint, several coins were struck by this die before the compound fell out of the die cavity or before it eventually wore off the die. Now, one of the important things about it is you hear people saying, how much are they worth? What are they valuable? Well, first things first, anytime you have an error or a variety, this would be kind of a cross thing here because it is an error because it was a mistake. And the reason it stays as an error is because you can still see some of the T, so it's considered a strike through. Now, if the T was purposely removed, it could become a variety if several coins are struck. So this stays into the realm of mint errors. I know there always are some arguments on this, but this is the reason you don't see it listed as a variety on PCGS, not to mention it is minor. You won't find it listed over here on Konica Variety Vista. And when you come over to error-reference.com, you'll find references to struck through, grease or something like that, but you don't find the In God We Rust there. So then you're like, okay, so let's say it's only a mint error here. It's a strike through mint error. Even though the T is weak struck on the coin, the die itself was not changed. So it can't make it a die variety. Okay, the T was still there, but just filled in. So you're not going to find it listed as a variety. It's going to be a minor mint error. That's interesting, but not anything completely special. And if you want to know what it sells for, look at sold auctions. In God We Rust, none for great collections. Look over here at Heritage Coin Auctions, In God We Rust. And scroll down through here. There's not any of them that have sold recently or at all on Heritage. Same thing with Stacks and Bowers. It's just one of them that the T's gone, so it's In God We Rust. It sounds cool or different or trendy. So you have to come over here to eBay to actually see what they've sold for. And they sell for a few dollars, and it's going to depend on how vague, or at least how much of the T you can see. The less of the T you see on these, the more they do tend to go for. Also, the higher the grade, the more they go for. So here, you can look down through, and you can see all these images. You can see what they're selling for. And like I said, it's not anything to go nuts over. It's not anything to, the values were higher at one time, but like I said, it's like a trend. It's a trendy name, a trendy mint error. And once that trend kind of slows and peters off, the values come out as, they're lower and more realistic. So you can see they do sell for a few dollars. This one here looks like it has some other lettering that is weak. And they say faded. One of the things about that is watch out. It's not faded. It's not weak struck. These are struck through mint errors. That's all they are. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.